Hi, I'm Paul Iorio, and I just found a box of kind of a treasure trove of documents and pictures related to my travels through the Iron Curtain in 1976, and I thought I'd share it with everybody here. Proud to say that I'm one of the dwindling number of living U.S. citizens who actually traveled deep behind the Iron Curtain at the height of the Cold War. I followed this route right here that you see. It's the old Orient Express route, but it was anything but a luxury trip. And I did so as an unaccompanied teenager, traveling by local regional trains. No tour buses, and so it gave me kind of a rare view of what it was really like there at ground level. It's emerged only in recent years with the release of government documents that the Bulgarian border was more perilous than anyone ever knew, and I crossed the Bulgarian borders by local train 4 times. 4 times, and I was, as I said, part of no student or tourist group. As you can see here, here's my 1976 passport with all the original border stamps and date stamps, transit visas, etc. For example, I guess here is where the visas begin and everything. You've got the, this is Dimitrograd, for example. This is what got me over the border from Bulgaria into Yugoslavia on the 20th of August of that year. And here is when I entered Edirne, and when I entered Edirne, which is at the Turkish border, going out of Bulgaria, and here is going into Bulgaria from Thrace, and this is various other places. This was the scariest exit because I was exiting from the Iron Curtain to Thrace, to Turkey. And it was at midnight, right around midnight on the 15th, I believe, and of August 1976. And the Bulgarian military, they had their rifles drawn. They shut off the lights as kind of a scare tactic. They shone high intensity flashlights on passengers, and you can see the police smash nightsticks at the on the bottoms of the train in case someone was trying to sneak into Turkey. The Bulgarian police warned me not to shoot pictures from the train, but I did so anyway. I was a 19-year-old kid, and so I, shot. Here's one that I shot of Sofia, Bulgaria, as we pulled into downtown Bulgaria, downtown Sofia station. And I mean, everybody just looked, as I remember, like they were wearing very uncomfortable shoes and clothing, uncomfortable clothing and everything, outdated. And people walked sort of to the window of the train as if we were like extraterrestrials, landing in a UFO. So cloistered were they behind the Iron Curtain. This is about as deep as you can get behind it, and there it is. The area just to the west of the Iron Curtain in Yugoslavia, to the east of Kosovo, right here, and there's Bulgaria, Dimitrograd, which is right here in present-day southern Serbia. That place, to this day, it's the most desolate-looking area that I've ever seen in my life, and it's kind of like this no man's land, and like a neutron bomb hit and destroyed all the people, but left all the structures unattended. Anyway, I still have my photos of the whole trip that I shot, but they remain as slides. I've not yet been able to successfully convert the slides into prints, though I have done so crudely over the years by flashing a light through the slide and snapping a digital photo of it. But one day I'll properly transfer them to prints. But as you can see, they're date stamped, August 76. And here's one that I shot of Western Thrace, Western Turkey, where very few people go, between Bulgaria and Istanbul, August 15th, 1976 in the morning. And then let's see what else there is. Here's an idea of some of the, kind of the roughnecks that were on the train. They insisted I take their picture. This is Belgrade. This is Belgrade on August 13th, I believe, or actually August 14th, 1976, downtown Belgrade, which was marginally behind the Iron Curtain at the time. And of course, here is, I also took many shots of Istanbul itself. This is the Istanbul when I finally arrived there on August 15th. Anyway, here is the calendar that I had of that particular month, August 1976. And as you can see, I wrote down, exactly what happened and when. And, I had to go to Rome, for example, to the Istanbul, the consulate for Bulgaria and Yugoslavia in order to get visas on an American passport. And I left for Florence from Florence on the 13th of August in the afternoon, and I arrived on Sunday, the 15th in Istanbul, and returned basically the same way, that I came in. As you can see here, I took copious contemporaneous notes on the train. Let's see, I crossed over into Yugoslavia from Villa Opicino around midnight on the 13th into the 14th. Next day was ejected from the train by police in Zagreb, just for being an American. That was a close call, but it turned out all right in the end. I took detailed notes about Bulgaria. And I basically, let's see, I am presently undrunk, and on the train in Sofia. Last night's and today's events have been harrowing, referring to the ejection from the train at Zagreb. At the Bulgarian border, the guards wore Hitler mustaches, and, let's see, yes. At the Bulgarian border, the guards wear Hitler mustaches, and all traces of Western Europe, as well as humor or smiling, disappeared completely, is what I wrote in my journal here. Anyway, I arrived in Istanbul exhausted and dehydrated and broke. You can see my log here, and bought some Turkish cigarettes. I don't know if these still exist anymore. And I made my way to a youth hostel where, and saw, basically there were some Western hippies singing Paul Simon's Homeward Bound when I first walked by, and then I visited like the remains of Mohammed, the so-called Prophet Mohammed, as you can see here in Turkey, and then I took the whole trip in reverse again, and back through the Iron Curtain, and the trip went off without a hitch. Basically, I didn't have to appeal to anyone anywhere for any sort of help, but I look back on it now and I realize how it could have gone just so wrong. It just could have really gone wrong, but it didn't. So today I can bear witness, as I just did, to my brief time behind the Iron Curtain.